On this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got a, and a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end. Start here at the 25.
Ready.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When you look at the Saints defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. Two different things. They combine them.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Let's go. Shot 17. Ready.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the gun, it's Lance. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, What is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd and 5.
Ready?
Now Lance. And this one taken in by Olave. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Saints at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Drill 52. Claws red. Set.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they got...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kendra Miller hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Allen now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Diggs, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This is brought in at the 21. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Allen will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. In motion left is Davis. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. return here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. In motion left is Davis. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
A first down carry for Henry. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Again, it's Henry. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Bass is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Cooper here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Lance now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance going to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Lance looks to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the 2nd half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Again, it's Miller. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Lance. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18, and shedding through the tackle. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Alert, alert, alert! Regular, 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 regular. Half 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Diggs going in motion right. It's complete to Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Light blue.
On 1st down, Lance sliding out of the pocket. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Allen. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Allen to throw once more. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here we go. What's that?
Henry up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. Now it's Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. The big fella. Now he's is loose down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
Rolling to his right.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right, maybe they're on it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
To throw, it's Lance. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And that's caught inside the 30. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 65 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Miller is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Lance. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And they'll run for it with Miller. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Miller kept out of the end zone on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This